and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be filming my August haul, as today is the 1st of September. I do have quite a few things to go through for August, and I think I've got a really fun mix of things. I think for my July haul it was pretty much a lot of the same stuff, so I think this month I've really got a lot of things to mix it up, so I'm really excited to share them with you guys. Now before I start with movies, because I usually start with movies, I thought I'd show you the two kind of random things and the only things in this category, and that is two clothing things. Now one of them I am wearing, and it is this Alice in Wonderland Mad Hatter Funko Pop t-shirt. These are really cool. I've wanted one of these for a really long time, and then in Forbidden Planet they had 2 for £10 on the t-shirts. So I got this one, which I think is probably my favourite of the two. It's very bright and colourful, but I really like it. I think it's really cool. And then the other one I got, I have worn in a video recently, and it is this one, and again it's obviously the Funko Pop t-shirt one, and it is a Baymax one. He's got a lollipop and he's so cute. I love Baymax, so I think it's super cool to have a Big Hero 6 one and then a Mad Hatter one as well. So I'm super happy with those, and I think they're fantastic. So I definitely like these Funko Pop t-shirts. You'll have to let me know in the comments below if you have any Funko Pop t-shirts. Now let's get on to the movies. Okay, so first of all, for the Monday movie hunts, I picked up Isle of Dogs, which I still haven't seen. There are quite a lot of these August releases that I haven't seen yet. I don't really know why, I just really need to catch up. So yeah, Isle of Dogs. Then we have The Leisure Seeker, which again I haven't seen, but I will be really looking forward to watching this one. Then we have A Quiet Place, which I have seen, and I thought this was so fantastic. I'll be talking about this one in a lot more detail in my What I Watched in August video, but I loved it. I feel like it lived up to the expectations that I had and the hype that it had surrounding it. I really, really loved that one. Then we have Thoroughbreds, which I have seen, and I enjoyed this. I thought it was good, but I feel like I'd heard quite a little bit of, when I started to look more into it, everybody who had spoken about it, which wasn't a massive amount of people, but I feel like everyone who had seen it really, really loved it. And I feel like I didn't enjoy it quite as much as other people may have, but I still thought it was a good film and interesting, but it didn't quite get to the same point for me as I think it did with others. Then I have one that I don't know why I haven't seen yet. I'm going to watch it this weekend. It's Rampage. I picked up the 3D one because they didn't have the 2D one, and I was desperate to watch it. I was going to watch it on that day. I didn't get around to it. When I got home and made tea and everything, it was quite late, so I thought I'll wait until tomorrow and so on. And then now, I've still not seen it. I'm desperate to see it. I love Dwayne Johnson, so I think this will be lots of fun. Then I have Ghost Stories. This is one I picked up last week. It was kind of like a surprise one that I didn't know I was going to pick up, but I did. I'm really looking forward to this one, but I haven't seen it yet. We have Blockers, which I have seen. This is a fun little comedy, but it wasn't quite as funny as I thought it might be. We have the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. I did enjoy this one. It's set during World War II, and it's based around a book club, and there's a bit of mystery involved, but I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I thought I was going to. I thought I was going to love it a little bit more, but I still really enjoyed it. Then we have one of the biggest releases of the month, Ready Player One. I'm sure you've all heard of this one. I have seen it. Did I already talk about it in a video, or did I watch it? Oh, obviously I watched it this month because I bought it in August. What an idiot. I was like, did I watch this last month? No, I didn't. I watched it in August. So yeah, I will be talking about this one in my video. And finally, for the Monday Movie Hunt movies, I have Love, Simon. I've been waiting for this for a really long time because I have read the book and I really enjoyed this. I definitely want to rewatch it. I thought it was really great, so I loved that one. Now, I did pick up a whole handful of other films here, which I filmed an anime haul. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what I'll do, instead of going through those again, I did film a whole video on those films, so I will link that down in the description below, so you can check that out. So they are all anime movies that I picked up in August, so I kind of went on a bit of an anime spree, but I was really excited about those. Okay, so now we can kind of get onto random bits and bobs. The first thing that I'll show you is this. So, this is Ash's Rise of the Phoenix Born. Now, Josh actually bought this with some of his birthday money because his birthday is in August, and it's a really cool card game with some really fantastic art. It's also got cool dice in there. They're like colourful dice and cards and little tokens and stuff. It's like I don't really know how to say it, like a card battle type of game, and it is a fun game. You can get expansions to this as well. My favourite thing, ooh, that wouldn't have been good. My favourite thing about this is how visually beautiful it is, and I am interested in the expansions also, but I find at the moment we haven't been getting the most out of it as we want to, because I don't know, the games are quite long. How long does it say? 15 to 30 minutes per player. So obviously 2 players, yeah, it's probably taken us about an hour to play a game. But I feel like, because we've not completely familiar with all the mechanics yet, you know, we're thinking about decisions more. I don't know, it's not flowing as smoothly. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. It's not a super smooth flowing game at the moment because we're not super familiar with how to play, but it visually looks beautiful, and we have played it about 3 times this month. So it is something we've played quite a few times, but we still feel like we need to, you know, get to know it better and learn how to play, even though we played it 3 times. But yeah, it is a really interesting, fantastic game, but I feel like I just need to play it a little bit more to give kind of a full thoughts on it. But yes, that's Ash's Rise of the Phoenix Form, which is a card game. Next, I'll show you 2 graphic novels that I picked up. We have here Lumberjanes Volume 4, Out of Time. I love Lumberjanes. I got the first volume for Christmas last year, and I just fell in love with the characters. I've read the first volume twice now, so I'm really excited to pick up more. I also want to get Gotham Academy meets Lumberjanes, which I think sounds fantastic, because I do have some of the Gotham Academy graphic novels as well. So yeah, this is number 4. And my favourite cover art of all the ones so far, number 5, which is called Band Together. This is absolutely my favourite cover art. I love this. I remember when, before I owned the first Lumberjanes, I think this edition was out, and it's what started to really draw me to wanting to read Lumberjanes, is because I just love how cool this looks, and it's just visually really appealing. So yeah, I love the cover for this one, and again, that's volume 5. I haven't read those yet, but I'm super excited about them, and I really like Lumberjanes. Okay, so the next thing I will show you is my Switch games for the month, which is actually only 1, which is crazy because the last couple of months I picked up bunches of Switch games. This month seemed to be more anime and one other thing that I kind of really got sucked into. But the Switch game that I did pick up was released this month, and it's Overcooked 2. I love this game. I have Overcooked, the first one, on the PS4. I think it's fantastic. I think it's so much fun, and I love it. It's an incredible couch co-op game. This one I think is even better. I just get so sucked in and invested, and it gets crazy. You end up shouting at each other like, no, you got to do this and this, and it's just a brilliant game. I hope they do continue to make more of these. We're quite a bit of the way through, but I haven't completed it yet, but I'm going to continue to play this. We do find at parts you get stuck and you have to try again and again, so it does kind of take quite a bit of time to complete. I try and get 3 stars in each level, so I guess I'm often replaying levels, so it's fantastic. Definitely recommend this if you're looking for a game to play with somebody else. It's fantastic. Okay, so shall I show you what? Okay, now I'll show you another couple of random things, and then I'll show you what I got super sucked into this month. I'll show you another Switch thing, and I got this dock cover. So you just kind of put this, you just put it on the dock to protect when you put the Switch in. It kind of protects the screen, doesn't get scratched and stuff, and it looks super nice if you have the Switch out, which I do. So yeah, it's just a Legend of Zelda nice cover for the dock of the Switch. I love it. I thought it was just going to be, yeah, it'll be cute, it'll be fun, but now I look at the Switch and think, yes, it looks so much better and so much cuter. So it's just a tiny thing, but I love it. Okay, so now I'll show you the other thing that I kind of got really into this month. And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I was super into this game. Not last year, but the year before, possibly. I still played it last year, but the year before I was really into it, and it was kind of when I got really sucked in. And it is Lego Dimensions. So I picked up quite a few packs for Lego Dimensions. Super excited. So the first one, a couple of them I haven't opened yet. One of them I have, and one of them I've half opened. I'm going to build them all up this weekend. I actually bought them all like last weekend, so that's why I've not opened them all up yet. The first one I have is the Lego City Fun Pack. This has Chase McCain and the police helicopter. Now this opens up the whole Lego City world within Lego Dimensions, which I think is fantastic because I love the Lego City game. And Chase McCain is one of the best Lego Dimensions characters you can get in the game because he can unlock so many abilities by gaining more skills like fireman, spaceman, and he can become so much more. So yeah, I think this is fantastic, and again I'll be unboxing this one today or tomorrow, over the weekend, and putting it all together, so I can't wait to visit that world. This was one of the obviously year 2 ones. It's got the gold bases, so that's how it symbolises year 2, and this is one of the ones that kind of the last batch that came out, and quite a lot of those I did miss out on, so I'm now backtracking. I have decided I would like to try and complete my Lego Dimensions collection, especially now they're super cheap at the moment. I got this for £5 on Amazon, so definitely recommend if you're a Lego Dimensions fan. Now seems to be a good time to pick some stuff up, so I got that one. And then the one that I've opened I got for £6 from Argos, and it is the Hermione set. Again, this was a fun pack, so if you don't have the team pack with Harry and Voldemort, this would unlock the Harry Potter world. So with this you got Hermione, I'll try and do a close-up, and she's got a Gryffindor base, and then you also got Buckbeak as her kind of companion, so that was the fun pack for her. Super awesome. She's not quite the best character, I have played with her, but still I love to have Hermione in the game and in Lego form, as she's just generally one of my favourite characters. Now we have a team pack, which is the one that's half opened, and that is Powerpuff Girls. This opens up the Powerpuff Girls Adventure World, which I can't wait to go into. I haven't gone into it yet. Again, this was another last weekend purchase. The first one I opened was of course Hermione. That was the one I wanted to try first. And then I put Bubbles together because I desperately wanted to see how Bubbles played and what she did and what her abilities were. So of course we have Bubbles and Octi, those two, and then we have Blossom and the PPG smartphone. Again, I haven't visited the Powerpuff Girls Adventure World yet, and I don't have Bubbles, Blossom and Buttercup. I don't have Buttercup, who's obviously the green one. She comes in her own fun pack, so I do need to pick up Buttercup to have the trio. But either way, super excited to visit this world and excited to build those. The final one that I picked up was another story pack. Now I own the Fantastic Beasts story pack, and I love the kind of decorative thing you can get to put on the base. I actually have it up in the loft more as a decorative, not actually on the base. And the story pack is to go through like 6 levels and play throughout the whole movie. The Fantastic Beasts one I got for Christmas a couple of years ago, but that is the only story pack I have. I think there's only 3 anyway, but I really wanted to pick this one up, so I did finally, and it is the Lego Batman movie story pack. Now I love the Lego Batman movie. I love that this is a Lego game about a Lego movie because that kind of makes it all the more fun. And you get 2 minifigures with this one. Usually in the story packs you get 1. But of course you got Batgirl and you got Robin. And then you do get this whole kind of thing for the base again, which is the Bat computer. I'm not so sure that I would build that up because they're just kind of a bit difficult. Just, I don't know, they're not super easy to just have around. The Fantastic Beasts one looks brilliant, I love it, but I'm not sure that I want the Bat computer built up. So I'll have to think about that and see what to do. Either way, looks brilliant. Oh, and you also get the Batwing. You also get a vehicle, forgot to say. You get the Batwing. And then you play through the whole movie, and you also get an adventure world and the battle worlds and everything else. So I think that's really cool, and I can't wait to play that. I'm going to be putting it in this weekend. I feel like I'm going to play as Batgirl so much. So yeah, love that. I'm glad that I've kind of got back into Lego Dimensions, and I'm sure I will have some more for next month's haul as well, because I do love Lego Dimensions and they are at really good prices at the moment. Okay, let's jump back into a couple of other random bits. I picked up a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild pin badge. Now the pin badge itself isn't in this box. I actually put it on my notice board at work. At work we all have our individual cork boards and whiteboards on the wall, so you can kind of stick things on there that obviously you need to do at work, but we've got like loads of little pins and stuff, and some people have cool ones like butterflies, turtles and things. and I've put my Zelda pin on my board, and I actually got the one that I would have wanted the most, and I got the Traveller's Bow, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's beautiful, it's really heavy duty. I love this. It was really, really good. I was so happy with which one I got. The other one that I would have wanted would be the Master Sword, and then I would have wanted the Elephant Divine Beast. But yeah, really, really cool. I loved that. I picked up a couple of PlayStation 4 games this month, which is kind of weird because I haven't picked up any for a really long time. I know that September is going to be a big, big PlayStation month because I've got some big releases. But I backtracked a couple and I picked up Vampire. I remember when I saw this trailer when it was kind of coming out, I was really excited about it because it's about this vampire in Victorian London. Is it London? Seems like so. I don't know if it is, you know. It is. It is Victorian London. So yeah, vampire in Victorian London, and the trailer is really, really cool for this. The mechanic, I have started playing it, the mechanics are really interesting, and the way that you upgrade and view the characters is really cool. I am enjoying it, but it's not my favourite so far. I feel like I need to get more into it and learn how to play better. It is quite combat heavy in a different type of way. So I definitely need to learn how to play this a little bit more and learn how to survive better, because you have to like drink blood to keep up your energy levels and things like that. So it is really cool, but I just need to get a little bit more into it. And the next one is one that I've not really played, but Josh picked it up and he's played it. I've had a little go of it, but I just thought to show it in this video. And it is We Happy Few. This is a really weird game. This actually came out in August. Josh has been waiting for this for a really long time, so I'm not sure if you guys have seen this one or heard of it, but it's a really crazy game. I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest. It's just really weird. Definitely if you are interested in a really weird game, I'd recommend looking up the trailer. It kind of reminds me of Bioshock Infinite in just kind of some of its visual styles. But yes, that's We Happy Few. And then the final one I picked up was another August release, and I've been looking forward to this for ages. Super, super, super excited. And I actually haven't played this one yet, whereas both those other two we have put in. I am only half an hour-ish, because I looked it up, away from completing Rise of the Tomb Raider. Because of course, Shadow of the Tomb Raider comes out in September. So I've been desperate to complete the second one so I can pick up the third one and be all on track and everything. So I'm only about half an hour away from completing that, so I'm going to do that today after I film this video. And then I'm going to put this game in and give it a go. I've already got it installed and everything and ready. But it is Strange Brigade. This looks like a really fun co-op Egyptian like hunting puzzly. It just looks like such a fun game. It's something I've been looking for a while, with puzzles and tombs and Egyptian themes. I just think it looks so much fun, and I absolutely can't wait to play this. But again, this came out I think last week. Yeah, it came out really recently anyway, and I've been really looking forward to it. But I just thought I'll complete Tomb Raider and then I can really dedicate some time to this. I can't wait to play Strange Brigade. Speaking of Egyptian mythology, I have picked up Emma Carroll's new book, which is Secrets of a Sun King, which is an Egyptian-based themed book. I can't wait to read this. I'm going to read it in September. Emma Carroll is one of my favourite authors. I think she's fantastic. Again, you can see I picked this up in Waterstones. But yeah, really can't wait to read this. I'll show you a couple of other books and then we'll jump back and forth. I got My Box-Shaped Heart by Rachel Lucas. I read her book The State of Grace last year and really enjoyed it. This is her new book, so I thought I'd pick that one up. I have Agatha Oddly, The Secret Key. This is just kind of like a middle grade mystery. I seem to be a real sucker for middle grade mysteries. They're sometimes really clever and just cool, so looking forward to that one. And then I picked up Moxie. I've been debating on picking this one up for a while, and then I finally decided to go ahead and grab it because Amazon were having a deal. I think it was like 3 for £10 or something, and this one was in there, so I thought, yeah, I will grab that one. Now I will jump to something else and then I'll finish up the books in a moment. Okay, so now I'll show you my favourite thing that I picked up this month. I'm pretty sure it's my favourite thing, and it is another board game, and it's Bunny Kingdom. This is honestly one of my favourite board games. It's like quickly becoming one of my favourites. And when I said to Josh this was what I was going to be picking up, Bunny Kingdom, he was like, ugh, Bunny Kingdom, like it sounds kind of cheesy and not cool, but it is super fun, and he's even said he really loves it. There's a lot of strategy involved, and it's not just fluffy bunnies. It's really cool. You can see on the back, it's kind of what it looks like. I would definitely recommend this game if you're into board games. It's kind of area control, but also card drafting as well. And it's just brilliant. Everything about it's really fun. It's different every time. There's so many cards in this game. I think it's 182, so there's so many possibilities, so many cool things, and it's just generally fantastic. I completely recommend this game. I loved it so much. It's definitely my favourite thing. And I love playing board games because it just kind of takes you out of, you know, games and TV and stuff. It's just really interactive, and I love this one. It's one of my absolute favourites. So completely recommend Bunny Kingdom. The artwork is beautiful and it's fantastic. So now I have two really cool things. I have two of the, now I bought one of these on back order and one of them is new. It's the Empire Classics. Now I think they started doing these last year and I didn't really notice. I wish that I would have. And it's basically a mashup of things from the Empire magazines over the years. They've done like top action movies and things like that. This is the comic book movie edition. I am going to do videos separately on the two that I've got. So I will be doing Empire Classics videos and talking about the themes in them. So I will be doing a comic book movie video and things like that. And then the other one that I have is Return to Middle-earth. I've been doing a rewatch of The Hobbit, so this was the new Empire Classics that's out at the moment. So this is currently out. You can kind of go through and it's got loads of articles all about from when Lord of the Rings was released, when The Hobbit came out. I mean, there's one here. Let me find it. Okay, so this was originally, oh, that's not that old. There's some in here that are really, oh, maybe it was that one. No, I don't know. Okay. This one here, it has an article from an Empire magazine that was originally published in 2002. I think it's really cool how they have a bind up of everything and all these interviews and facts, and it's just really cool. So yeah, love this one. Both of those are kind of exciting things that I discovered this month as well. We're getting near the end now. I just have a couple of books and my usual magazines to go through. The first of the books is the Geeky Chef Strikes Back. This is the sequel, or the second one in the Geeky Chef cookbook. I love these. I think they're fantastic. I got one for Josh a couple of years ago. It just has really cool, let me find one. Really cool recipes from different, like here they've got a soup from Firefly, and they've got things from Harry Potter, Hunger Games, Doctor Who, just anything you think of, Star Wars obviously, The Hobbit is, some stuff is in here, Lord of the Rings, you know, everything like that, and recipes inspired by things in those films and TV shows. It's fantastic. I definitely recommend checking out the Geeky Chef because they're brilliant. So books, I have Only Love Can Break Your Heart, again from Waterstones by Catherine Webber. I've heard fantastic things about this and it was a new August release. I have The Secret Deep, which I've already read, by Lindsay Galvin. This was a really interesting book. It was different than what I thought it was going to be. It was kind of a thriller and a mystery, but then it got very mystical and fantasy as well. So it was kind of a mix of all things. I have Super Awkward. I read Editing Emma. Was that in my last month's haul, or did I pick that up this month and just not put it here? And it was a funny comedy type of book and I really enjoyed it, so I wanted another one like that. And this one came up, so looking forward to that. We have Optimus Ciphers, which is actually my favourite book that I read in August. I really enjoyed this. It's by Susan Nielsen, and I've read Susan Nielsen's books before and loved them, so really happy with this one. We have Peril in Paris. I mean, this just looks beautiful. I love this cover. It's set in 1911, and in Paris, so super excited for that one. And then I do actually have two really random books as well. I've followed quite a few channels who have been talking about these books, and I follow one channel who kind of analyses the books as well, and quite a couple of you follow I think the most one that I first saw talk about would be Harvest Hollow, and it is the Goosebumps books. Obviously as a kid I'd read the Goosebumps books and I've seen the new film, but I've never really revisited them, so I did pick up a couple. Now they haven't got kind of the proper old covers or anything, but I picked up The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb because again I was on a bit of an Egyptian kick. I got The Secrets of the Sun King and Strange Brigade, so I picked up The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. And I mean, I just loved the cover of this one, to be honest. The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight. I thought this would be really fun to read in October, just a really quick sit down and read. I'm hoping to be really October-y this year, if that makes sense. But yeah, I love that cover. And then finally, of course, we have my magazines that I pick up every month. So we have World of Animals. It's a Shark Myth edition, because of course Meg came out in August. We have History Revealed, Rome versus Greece. I didn't pick up How It Works this month actually, because I wasn't super interested in the topic of the month, and I actually was late to pick it up and then couldn't find it. But I didn't run out on the day it came out to get it. And then there was actually 2 World of Animals this month because of how it fell. So it's World of Animals Eye of the Tiger. This one I haven't read yet. This one's really, really recent. It came out literally like the other day. And then we have All About History, Hitler's Super Weapons. This is like a World War II one, and it also has about the suffragettes as well. But yeah, so I love those magazines and they're fantastic. Again, my favourite thing that I picked up this month was Bunny Kingdom, and then probably the Lego Dimension stuff as well. But yeah, thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below any recommendations you have for anything based around this stuff. I would love to know your thoughts, and let me know if you enjoy seeing these monthly hauls of things all kind of mixed together. I will see you guys in the next time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!